Welcome to Car Week Wednesday. Stuff is really starting to get a lot busier now. We are currently out on Ocean Avenue walking around, just grabbed a late breakfast. There is Astons on the avenue somewhere, so we'll go check out some Aston Martins and a little more casual of a day today too. No events planned, so probably an echo of yesterday, see more cars showing up. Some of the rallies are coming out from LA and so forth, like Fuel Run, so we'll see a lot more like supercars and probably more hypercars, guaranteed more hypercars. Time to check out some of the Aston Martins on display here. That Era Vantage is looking nice. So we have some of the newer ones here. Okay, we have the DB12. Look at the spec on this DB12. That purple is absolutely crazy. It looks like they're going a little more bold with their styling. They call this the world's first super tourer, supercar grand tourer combination. Driven the DB12 Volante and was definitely quite impressed. But this paint color, wow, not your traditional Aston Martin silver, black, gray. That looks real nice. And here we have the updated Aston Vantage. It's really a mid-cycle refresh, but they did a ton. Way more power out of the AMG Source 4-liter twin-turbo V8. I like the new front-end styling. Honestly, a lot of echoes of the 177. Looks much more aggressive than the pre-refresh one. They also have the new interior, which came out in the DB12 with Aston's own infotainment system. I think that's also much nicer than the previous gen or the pre-refresh version of the interior, which just had too many buttons and a cluttered layout. This one seems to make a little bit more sense. Definitely looking forward to driving the updated Vantage. The rear end stays relatively the same. Rear tires are 325 21s now. These are hefty. And I think these are the new PS5S. Yeah, they launched it on the DB12. It's a new Michelin PS5S on the updated Vantage. PSS5, the Michelin S5, the new tires. It looks like this also has the same one-piece mirror as the DB12, where instead of the glass moving inside the mirror itself, the entire assembly, so it's like frameless, that whole thing will adjust and move. Here we have the pre-refresh Vantage with some pretty interesting art design on it. You see the front end styling is less aggressive compared to the updated one, but around back it is relatively the same from the taillights and the overall shape. Oh, that blue interior. That's very cool. You see what I mean about the button layout in the center infotainment area. This era of Vanquish is starting to come down in price, but you have to make sure you get the updated ZF 8-speed transmission because the 6-speed in the 2014 model is a carryover, and the 8-speed auto makes a huge difference in drivability and performance. But look at that styling. This is just absolutely beautiful. And this is one of my favorite gens of Aston's, the DBS V12, and this one is a manual from Casino Royale. Love this generation. We have all the eras of the V12 front engine flagship. So this is the DBS Superleggera era. And this one, is this an AMR? So it has the dogleg manual in the Vantage. Actually, one of 200. I drove one of these when they first came out and I did not absolutely love it. It was cool that it was available with a manual, but it didn't seem to pair well with the 4-liter twin-turbo V8 in my opinion, but still cool to see. So you see most of Ocean Avenue is open during the day. Cars are parked along the side, people are walking around. You can have traffic flowing through, but at night the cops shut it down completely and you just have the side streets to get around. 992 Turbo S on HREs with the carbon barrels. As Steven would say, rich. That is a very expensive wheel setup. 918 Spider. Oh yeah. Here's that Wyra Roadster we drove by earlier and saw under a car cover yesterday. The exposed carbon and titanium exhaust on these is just beautiful. And then the Valor, which is in green carbon fiber, exposed green carbon fiber with the gold accents. There's now a track version of this, V12 manual, to celebrate 110 years of Aston Martin. But this is a pretty wild spec. And then, again, the Jacob & Co. Chiron Super Sport. When the wing is up, it has the Jacob & Co. logo underneath the wing. It's got the polished engine up there, 1600 horsepower quad turbo W16. Let's check out some of the details on this Super Sport. So we have the subtle white stripe painted here on the hood, the white and blue two-tone contrast here. There's actually carbon fiber inside the headlights. Look at those grills too. They're like machined out. We have the holes right here on the fender, likely to alleviate pressure for aero. The top speed Super Sport car, it extends the rear by quite a lot, actually. We have a vertically stacked exhaust. I think those exhaust pipes are actually 3D printed. The same grille in the back. Paint matched Bugatti logo back here. Alex, do you see the PT Cruiser? Look at the PT Cruiser. Countach with the gold wheels, the phone dial wheels. Yeah, that is quite nice.
It has the Euro conversion on the rear too.
You like Countach a little bit, don't you? Just a little bit, just a little bit. The big wing. Wow, this thing is actually like, this looks like it could roll off the lawn at Pebble Beach right now. 5,000 QV. Here's that 918 Spider we saw driving earlier. It's got the Weissach package. Pretty cool livery on it too. All that carbon fiber. Just more casual hypercars everywhere. Hypercar street parked everywhere you turn. Parallel parking in front of a 918 Spider is a bold move. You gotta be real careful. That potential risk versus reward is high. Oh boy. At least they're leaving plenty of space for the 918. Oh boy. Attempt number 2. Attempt number 3. 918 is still safe. I mean, you're parked, but you're like 17 feet from the curb. All right, attempt number 4. Oh, no. This is... Doof. Oh, man, that... Oh, yo. That is... Oh, man. I spy a Revuelto in my side view mirror. Way down there. Viola Pacife. Oh, yeah. Revuelto in the wild. That's a pretty crazy spec. When you see a shipping truck, there's gonna be something cool. Ramatz Navera and a Huracan Storado. Should have caught that on camera. Timmy just ran over to like an excited child because he saw another Pure Sport. Pure Sport. Pure Sport. Unless that Fate has some sort of exhaust, it sounds very turbo whistly. It's cool seeing how different the personalities of the different Chirons we're seeing are. The Pure Sport here is the more handling focused one versus the Super Sport top speed. So with the big fixed carbon fiber wing here, the rear diffuser is very, very aggressive. It's not as long as the Super Sport. The Super Sport just continues backwards so much. We've got the carbon inserts here on the wheels. Chiron Pure Sport. I keep saying Pure Sport. We looked up last night. I think the official way of saying it is like Pure Sport. I can't do it. Anyways, Pure Sport, Pure Sport, whatever you want to call it. And then coming around front, you see the vents on the fenders are different there too. The front splitter is different. You got the 16 in the front grille. 16 cylinders, quad turbo. Insanity. We have seen so many Bugattis already. Carrera GT. And look at those HRE wheels on that thing. And then, is that a Landaulet G-Wagon? Yeah, those are exceedingly rare and real expensive. Back here again, we saw the P1, HDK, a couple Chiron Super Sports, the Koenigsegg, but haven't seen this one yet. There's always something cool at Spanish Bay. Only other time I've seen one is in Dubai, just hanging out behind some random dealership, the Maybach convertible G-Wagon. Whoa, that is a crazy Pista Spider spec. I have never seen this color on a Ferrari. I don't even know what it's called. Doesn't have carbon on the front. That's all painted. No stripes. This is a very, very unique Ferrari spec. Very unconventional on this Pista Spider. Here's that Ramatz Navera that we just saw getting unloaded, pulling in. Quick peek at the interior of the Navara. Everything's all covered up and protected. Just got shipped over here, the carbon tub. Electric hypercar. I think they're actually revealing something new this year. They're teasing something. It should be at the Quail. Even the logo has some carbon fiber on the inside. It just never stops. We're actually about to leave the inn at Spanish Bay and figured we'd check out the other parking lot, and of course there's more hypercars here. This is actually, I think, the first regular Chiron we're seeing this week. It's in blue carbon fiber. Oh, that's Alex's cars, Lambo Jesus. We have the Apollo IE, Senna GTR, Wyra BC. And Alex, we've been in actually all of these. The LP720 with an absolutely ridiculous exhaust. The Anniversary Aventador, the gated LP640. Been in that one. And Jack's.
That is Alex.
Yeah, Alex's. Those are his two. The new AMG GT63, finished in matte blue with these matte gold wheels. It's a pretty cool spec. Just spent a week with the SL63 and I actually ended up enjoying it quite a lot, but it was definitely much more sporty than previous gen SLs, which makes me confused as how that and the AMG GT are supposed to kind of fit into the lineup. Obviously, this one's the hardtop, but they're both all-wheel drive now. Similar platform, powertrain. I like the way this looks a lot, actually. All right, it has been an absolutely insane, hectic day. Just kind of wandering around, checking out the cars, caught up with some friends. We are about to head back to the house, got to grab some stuff. I need to go pick up my media credentials for the Quail, and we're heading that way for dinner at Baja Cantina, which is like a staple of being at Car Week. It's just always cool to be there. The food is definitely good, and we're gonna be there for dinner. Later, we'll probably hit up 17 Mile Drive and see what's going on, but back to the Airbnb. So there's a white Aventador SV over there, but quick little detour because I spy something orange, very rare and very expensive behind the S63. Hello, Koenigsegg. The Koenigsegg CCR, this one's also from Canada. The owner last year had his F50 out here, but this thing is old school Koenigsegg. Very, very different from the Agera that was just up front. Take a look at that interior. Wow. Koenigsegg is celebrating their 30th anniversary this year, so there is a big presence. There's something like 29 or 30 different Koenigsegg's that'll be here. The Quail is going to be absolutely ridiculous. The side profile of the CCR is also really cool because it does not feature a big wing out back, right? This is before they started adding the rear wings. We still have the dihedral doors, the really unique Koenigsegg doors that rotate forward. I'm sure we will be seeing this car many more times this week. Gunther Works Speedster, look at that. They're showing off something else this year at the Quail, but that thing is so cool. Gen 1 R8 in yellow. That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna ignore that.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Hey, but this?
Oh yeah, I know there's an Apollo IE there too. Casual, you know. So one thing to be aware of when you're out in Monterey Car Week, especially as things get busy as we ramp into the weekend, is traffic. The roads aren't massive and there's kind of the main thoroughfare that gets through, and we need to head over towards Carmel. We're currently over at Pebble Beach area essentially. So there's a bit of traffic, but we need to go pick up our Quail credentials for one of the most epic events in the entire world, the Quail, on Friday. So we'll be heading off over there and then to dinner. We have arrived at Baja Cantina. Wait till you see the decor on the inside here, but the weather's so nice, probably sit outside. Time to have some really good food. I forgot how massive the portions are here. I'm already halfway through my pineapple and steak quesadilla, which is delicious, and my burrito just showed up. This is the size of Steven's head. Like, we're right down the street from Laguna Seca, and it's very much automotive themed. That wraps up another day of Monterey Car Week. Tomorrow, we've got many, many more things planned. We'll be stopping by Legends in the Autobahn, but I'm going to head back inside, edit this vlog, get it ready to post for tomorrow. So many hypercars. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more Monterey Car Week stuff.